All right, my name is Kevin Zhang. I'm going to demonstrate the overhead squat test. Going to use a PVC just for instructional purposes. Again, the overhead squat test is kind of to diagnose a slew of problems. One is hip mobility, ankle dorsiflexion, core stability, shoulder mobility as well. And depending on the athlete, we'll usually focus on one or the other versus the whole thing. So again, the test starts with the arms above the head. We usually put the hands about shoulder width apart. We tell the athlete to stand with the feet shoulder width apart. We want them to set their hips, so we'll show this from the front and then the side. So we want a posterior pelvic tilt. So we tell them to tighten the glutes, tighten the abs. Okay, so we get that pelvis there, and again, we want to tighten the abs, tighten the glutes. All right. Then once we do that, once they have that, we're explaining to sit, break with the hip, and then sit down. We want to make sure the head is neutral, so we don't want to extend or flex. We want to keep the head neutral. Try to keep the arms in line. All right, we're going to go ahead and break at the hip, good tight abs, tight glutes. Squat down to a comfortable position and hold it, and then up. Okay, we'll do this from the side. Arms up, tight abs, tight glutes, break at the hip, down, and hold it. Some of the key points that we're looking for, starting with the shoulders, is the shoulder dropping. We're also looking for head control, see if the neck arches, okay, or flexes, so we don't want any local flexion or extension of the spine. Shoulders, as they move forward, then we know that we have some issues with tightness. Could be along the thoracolumbar fascia, could be just general posterior anterior tightness of the shoulder joint. As we move down and we get some lordosis, so again, if my pelvis rotates forward during the squat, okay, then we know that we have a problem with the core area. All right, we want to try and eliminate that. Hopefully that cue of tight abs, tight glutes will help the athlete remember that. But usually if they're unable to do that, then we have a disconnect with the core. Looking at the knees, okay, if I'm doing the overhead squat test and we get that valgus knee, could be several problems. Could be a fallen arch. Could be a lack of flexion in the ankle dorsiflexion. Could also mean that our external rotators are either shut off. All right, we can also have tightness. You can have hamstring tightness, we can have glute tightness, lower back tightness, the erectors, the quadratus. So all those kind of come into play in this, and we apply it in its entirety or totality, complete to the movement. All right, so once again, some things we're looking for again. Good posture, head position neutral, arms don't come forward, knees stay back over the toes, they're not tracking inward, okay, and I can hold a comfortable position. All right, on the side, tight abs, tight glutes, hips back, knees don't track forward, arms don't come forward, head posture neutral, spine is in neutral. All right, a lot of times we'll use the PVC to measure the angles, to give the athlete a visual reference of good or bad. All right, so if they can maintain contact with the PVC as they squat, we know that they got the neutral spine. We can also use this to show vertical shin. So as we squat, if the knee comes forward to that PVC, we know that they're tracking the knee forward. We don't want that forward translation of the tibia. Okay, we want to keep that in spot and help the ACL keep the hips back. So that's the overhead squat test. Thank you very much.